Good morning. Welcome back to the W. I'm glad you joined me today. Today, we're going to be working on the Super A. We got a lot of parts to throw on it. And this Super A's got a strange backstory. So, y'all hang in there. Help us work on this Super A. And maybe in the comments, y'all can tell me something I don't know about this tractor. So, come on. Let's get to work. All right. All right. There's nothing like doing a lot of work and realizing camera won't record. So, what I've done is I actually pulled all of the spark plugs out and turned the motor over. So I did do that. I made sure the motor was free. And now I'm taking this carburetor off because I got another carburetor to put on here. This one will get rebuilt and will be for a spare. So this carburetor is completely locked up. And it is a Zenith, so I can rebuild it. I talked to a buddy of mine. He does a lot of work on these old tractors. And pretty sharp carburetors. And I asked him about these cheap carburetors, and he said, yeah, you can get them to work. And he said it takes a little bit of work, but he said, you know, like with anything, you know, just have to mess with it. I said, do you think it's worth putting one on? He said, yeah. He said, as long as you're willing to tinker with it, it'll be all right. He said, but if you're not willing to tinker with it, he said, don't even waste your time. Just rebuild the Zenith. So I told him I think I might be able to tinker with it a little bit. He said, then order it. So I ordered me one. And I'm not gonna lie, the carburetor was cheaper than the rebuild kit for it. So we're gonna slide it on here. Hopefully it works out. I'm not saying it will. I'm saying I hope it does. Like with anything, you gotta have just a little bit of faith. After all, faith the size of a grain of mustard seed can move a mountain. So we're gonna have just a little bit of faith. All right, next is taking the gas tank off. Why am I taking the gas tank off? Well, it's got a bunch of stuff over inside of it that I don't want running through my motor. And when I put this tank on, I used fresh bolts and everything. Stainless at that. That way, I wouldn't have to worry about anything rusting. There we go. There's that bolt. Keep up with them. Let's go to the other side. Just like that. Front of the tanks undone. One more bolt. Let's get this off. There we go. Woo! On these Super A's and 140s. And even I guess 100s and 130s. I'm not sure. I've never worked on them. It's crucial to make sure you have one of these smaller ones like this, because the longer ones will hit. But on your things like an M, you need one of the larger ones, because you're doing a lot more gas. Alright, so we got the tank washed out. I got it sitting in the sun right now trying to dry off. So it should be ready to go back on here in the next couple hours once it gets good and dry on the inside and out. And I'll run some alcohol over in it just to make sure ain't no water left in the tank. Alright, next part. So we need to take this coal off. See if I can't break it. Push right there. Oh, you know. This coal ain't no good. I've already tested it with the meter to confirm. But I got a new coil. I have a lot of new parts for this tractor, but at the same time, I'm waiting on a lot of parts also. Good. And y'all, this is just me. I like when I put my coils on, that little part number right there, I want to see it. Because if by some chance I have to change this thing out again, I want to be able to come over here, say, there's my part number, and go get it. When I come back, then I'll pull everything off and change it out. That's just me. So, yeah. All right, brand new coil. Let's get it tightened up. Get the bolt back in it. And we'll be done with the coil. All right, so now we've got to do some rewiring. And this tractor was in a box when I bought it, for the most part, or in a wash tub. So we have no idea what wiring goes to what, but from what I'm seeing, this wire goes to a little pull switch over here. That's your pull out. And I'm guessing that is to turn the tractor on. That is fire right there. And I think the way to test this, should be able to hook our battery back up. And when we pull this switch, we should get 12 volts on the end of this, I think. And if so, this definitely went to our resistor. And that's going to tell us a lot more. So let's try that real quick. Take this, stick that in the end, ground that out. Yep, that's it. All right. So that went to our resistor. That's for sure. All right, so I know that's my switch now. All right. Luckily, I have a new switch to put on here. But now I know where my hot wire is. And that means I can start wiring this one up. I'm not an electrician, y'all. By no means. So, if y'all see that I've done something wrong, please make sure y'all tell me. Alright, we're back. I had to run in town. Had to get a few things. So, got my solenoid wired up. Now, get this wired up. Other side of the solenoid. Y'all just don't know how excited I am to hear this thing crank up. I've had this tractor for quite some time. And truth being told, the electrical part scared me. So I haven't messed with it at all. And well, finally, I just done decided I'm ready. I'm ready to use my own tractor. I am ready to hear this thing run. Now we're going to mount this right here. It says how it's mounted on the 140. Let's make sure. Okay. Alright. So, that'll be there. This will be here. Alright, now I got me some cable. That works perfect. Alright. The switch is going to be right here. And it'll go to my battery. This can be taken out. Alright. Let's get some things unwired from the tractor real quick. Alright, before we do that, let's get us a wire from here, and we will run it over to here. Now, from my understanding, if I'm right, I've been known not to be though. This right here, this frog, uh, I guess the real name for this is a solenoid. I don't know. I've never called it a solenoid. I think I have it backwards. It's okay. I do have it backwards. I can swap it. It's okay. Anyway, we've always called it a frog. Why? Because it jumps fire from one side to the other. That's what my granddaddy always called it, a frog. So that's what I've always called it. If you go to the parts store and you ask for a frog, they're going to look at you kind of funny. I'm just saying. This should go on the ignition side now. I think. Battery, ignition. Alright. So, now, the other one. Now we need one going from the battery to our switch. So that when we turn our switch on, it powers the coil. Then we hit the ignition, fires this. So let's get another one made up. This goes from our battery Alright. Alright. Now that goes to our positive side of our battery. Right here. Well then. We don't have anything that big. So in here. So I wanted it to go over this or in between it. I don't have anything that big. Oh. Dilemma. As much as I hate to do this right here. I may just have to wrap it in there for now. There. This is temporary. See if it's going to turn over. Wait. Let's change this out. We have a new... There we go. All right, let's see if it'll turn over. I know we're not going to have fired anything yet. I just want to make sure that I have this thing wired correctly. I feel like I might. Nothing. Okay. Let's troubleshoot. Okay. Now I know. Alright, so battery is correct, ignition is wrong. Now I should. Nah. Unless my coil's bad. Yeah. Alright. What happened? Okay. I know what's wrong. I think. Let me switch something. Okay, I figured it out. Coil needed to be grounded. So now. Alright, so now we need to get fire from here to our coil. Alright. It shouldn't be that hard. I shouldn't have said that. Alright. This right here should go on accessory, I think. Because I shouldn't have any power on it unless this switch is on. So, alright, switch is on. I've powered that one. I've powered that one. Switch is off. Don't have power to that one. I don't have power to that one. Switch is off. Still have power to this one. That's going to drain my battery. This one. Ignition. Ignition. Where's my little battery? All right. There's that. Ready? Ooh. All right. Yeah. This should give me fire to my coal. I've got fire to my coal. Should have fire to my spark plugs. Alright folks, that's going to do it for this video. It's getting late, and unfortunately we're not going to hear it pop off on this video. Hopefully the next one though. But we got it wired up, we have fire to everything now, and in the next video I will have a diagram of everything that we've done as far as what wires went to where, just in case y'all are having problems with any of y'all's electrical stuff on y'all Super A. Because there is nothing on YouTube about how to wire these tractors up like this. And I might be doing it completely wrong, but it seems to be working because it turns over. So I appreciate y'all watching. I hope you learned a little something. And hope you come back for the next one where maybe we'll see it run. So until next time, remember, normal's not coming back, but Jesus is. So y'all get ready for it. We'll catch you later.